Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. This is Ms. Sidra Iqbal, visiting teacher of the Department of History and Arts, Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Bank Road Campus, Lahore. I am here with the course title of Foreign Policy of Pakistan for the program of Masters of History, which course code is HIST 4116. So, in this series of Foreign Policy of Pakistan, today we are going to discuss our topic UNO, United Nations Organization. First of all, we have to talk about the history Leagues of Nations. It was the first international organization founded on 10th January 1920 as a result of the Paris Peace Conference that ended the First World War. The major organs are three. The three major organs are, first of all, Secretariat, Assembly, and Council. These are the three main organs of the United Nations organization. Goals of League of Nations. Primary goal is to maintain the world peace. To avoid future conflicts as devastating the World War I, to help countries in different crises like economic, health, education, etc. These are the main goals of the League of Nations. Its main and primary goal is to maintain the peace worldwide. After the World War I, they also wanted to avoid future conflicts, and they wanted to help the third world countries in different crises which are different in their types or different types of the crisis which faced by the third world countries. Failure of League of Nations. Now we are going to discuss the failure of League of Nations. The league ultimately proved incapable of preventing threatened by the Axis powers. Japan withdrew from the league as well as Germany, Spain, Italy, France and others. In result of in the result of failure of leagues of nations, World War World War II came into being. These are the failures of the League of Nations. First of all, the main failure of the League of Nations is the occurrence of the World War II. अब लीग ऑफ नेशंस का क़याम जो है वो इसलिए वजूद में आया था कि फ्यूचर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को दूर कर सके और किसी भी किस्म के जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो ना हो, इस वजह से लीग ऑफ नेशंस जो है उसको बनाया गया था। बट वर्ल्ड वॉर वन के बाद लीग ऑफ नेशंस जो है वो बनी थी, लेकिन वर्ल्ड वॉर टू के होने पर जो है, या वर्ल्ड वॉर टू जब हुई तो ये सबसे बड़ा और एक मेन पॉइंट था फेलियर ऑफ द लीग ऑफ नेशंस का। इट वाज हेल्ड ऑन September 1 September 1939 and ended in 2nd September 1945. Started in September 1, 1939 and then ended up in September 2, 1945. Major actors were Allied powers and Axis powers. World War II ended with the unconditional surrender of the Axis powers. On 8 May 1945, the Allies accepted Germany's surrender. The Allies accepted Germany's surrender about a week after Adolf Hitler had committed suicide on 8 May 1945. The outcomes were end of German Third Reich, United States and Russia become global superpowers. Creation of UNO. Behind all these things, these all things which we discussed in the start of the lecture are became the reasons, or we can say that became the causes of the creation of United Nations organization. First January 1942, the name United Nations coined by US President Franklin D. Roosevelt. ये नाम जो है यूनाइटेड नेशंस ये दिया गया 1 जनवरी 1942 को, और ये नाम जो है वो दिया गया था प्रेसिडेंट फ्रैंकलिन डी रूजवेल्ट की तरफ से। During Second World War, 26 nations pledged their government to continue fighting against the Axis powers. During preparatory years of UN, different charters, conferences were held. Declaration of St. James Palace, June 12, 1941. The Atlantic Charter, August 14, 1941. The Declaration of UN on 1st January 1942. Moscow and Tehran Conference 1943. Dumbarton Okas and Yalta 1944 to 1945. San Francisco Conference 1945. Thank you, students. If you have any questions while listening the lecture, you can ask me anytime freely.